There it is, the GTA clone for the kids whose parents wouldn't let them get the real thing. A club that obviously I was a part of. And I should probably also note that it's surprising that it took me this long to finally get around to this game and doing a proper review of it, since this game was a childhood classic for me and many others back in the day. But anyway, let's start this review off properly with this game's story. It following the Simpsons family as well as Apu, which starts off as them just doing their normal lives and daily tasks, quickly turns into them trying to prevent a mysterious conspiracy against the town. It all revolving around the new version of Buzz Cola, as well as robotic hornets flying around the town, secretly recording everyone. And again, it's up to the Simpson family as well as Apu to put a stop to it. And I'll say the story is pretty good. There is a genuine intrigue to what exactly is going on, and the twist of who is behind it is pretty cool. And that covers the story. Now on to the gameplay. And well, like I said, this is a kid-friendly version of GTA. You have a whole world to explore, or actually several worlds, them being different parts of Springfield at different parts of the day. And well, you can drive around, you can run over people and get the cops after you. You can do the main missions to progress yourself through the story, or you can just explore what there is to see in the world, like the extra missions, costumes to unlock, cars to unlock, the races, or my personal favorites, the hidden cars that are found within each level, or the Buzz Cola trading cards, which are all like references to the show and even give you like a bonus movie if you get all of them, or just the gags in general that you could find and activate, them all being references to specific episodes of the show. And yeah, there's always something at every corner for you to explore and find. Oh, and I guess I should end this section off with the game's currency, which is given to you every time you hit something or destroy something. But anyway, that covers the gameplay. Now onto this game's graphics, which, all things considered, is a pretty good rendition of The Simpsons world and the characters in 3D, with this game also having pretty good effects as well, like when a car blows up. Although I will say that the 3D pre-rendered cutscenes are kinda bad, since the character models just look way too off when compared to how they look in the regular game. But anyway, that covers the graphics. Now onto this game's music. And well, I would say the music in this game is actually really good. Like, it not obviously being like the GTA games where you have a radio, instead it just being all music whenever you're driving a car, with every character having their own distinct theme when you're just driving around the hub world, and then the different mission types all having their own types of music. And I would say the music itself is very fitting for a Simpsons game. So yeah, I would say this game has a good soundtrack overall. And well, that's all the major topics I wanted to cover with this game. Now I'm just going to cover what I have left to cover, whether it be minor or major. And the first of this miscellaneous stuff is the multiplayer game. Yeah, there's an overhead racing multiplayer minigame, where you unlock the tracks with the aforementioned Buzz Cola trading cards, and then you get to drive the fastest cars on the track. And although I haven't played it very much often since I have no one to play it with, but I do remember the few times that I have played it, it was pretty fun. The next miscellaneous thing I want to go over is back in the regular game, the single player game, and that is the fact that this game kind of has a big, unnecessary, like, difficulty spike. Yeah, for whatever reason, once you get to like the second half of the game, like Apu onward, the missions kind of just get unnecessarily hard, with like very strict time limits, and I was just never a fan of this. And finally, we bring ourselves to the third and probably biggest miscellaneous thing that I want to go over. That being that since this game is essentially a GTA children's clone, is it still worth playing or returning to after you got a taste of the real thing? And while it's not like once you play a real GTA game that this game becomes immediately obsolete, but in my opinion at least, it does make you realize how limited it really is. with how small the worlds actually are, how little you can do in the name of crime, like you can't kill anyone obviously, and you can't even jack anyone's car, you just end up their passenger like as a hitchhiker, and even how short the game is when compared to like any other 3D GTA. I mean, at the very least, I'll still say that this game has the Simpsons charm, so fans of the series will still be happy with it, but when it comes down to whether you would play a GTA game like a real one or this, I think you're gonna always pick a GTA game. And again, that's not me saying that this game is bad in any way, but it had a goal to achieve to satisfy a certain market, and it did so successfully. But unlucky for it, it was a limited time market, one where people played this as a substitute for the real thing, and once they grew up, they could finally get the real thing and not need the substitute anymore. And well, that's really all I gotta say about this game. So yeah, this game might have been a substitute, but it was a good substitute while it lasted. I remember back when I was a kid playing this game, the music was turned off by the person who owned this game last. And for the longest time, I just thought the game had no music while playing, until one day I went to the options menu and realized that there was music. Just a funny thing to look back on.